Hey crafters, it's me Jen Evers with Quality Crafts and welcome to Friday. And if you're anything like me, working from home and like being at home and doing my own thing makes time go so fast. I'm like blink an eye and the day is over. It's just fascinating to me. Also the fact that I'm just I feel more, what do I want to say? I feel more like creative and stuff when I'm around my things and whatnot. So summertime is especially fun time for me. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Friday. I'm not. If you can get to that point in your life where you're not waiting for Friday, then you're in a really good place. And I believe that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like not waiting and dragging and fighting to get till Friday. So, yes, happy Friday, but don't make your Friday your end all be all. Be happy every day. Find something to be happy about. This is our free play Friday where I teach you how to do something, or we share just the energy in using different supplies and stuff and finding fun things to do with them. So today we're going to do what we call gatefold card, but it's not going to be just regular gatefold cards, although I am going to start out with that just in case there's somebody who doesn't know what that means. So let me show you a couple that I've made. This one is an overlapping gatefold card. It's got two little clouds here, and when you open it up you see the rainbow and the saying dance in the rain. The outside says don't hide in the storm, the inside says dance in the rain. And these can be taken to all kinds of places depending on who you are, what you like, what's your style. So that one was made using the outline of this flower die. And all these pieces come apart, so I was able to just take one outline and it looked like a cloud to me, so I went with that. Pardon me. And then this one I used just a couple of these dies, which I feel like a lot of us have these shape dies. So no matter what shape it is, you can use it to create one of these. This is also a double, like what do you call it? Fold over kind of a deal where there's two flaps. I could have went with no flap here and just a little flap that comes off the side for the card. So you can do one flap. But considering that I called it the gatefold, there's going to be like two flaps, if that makes sense. And then this one, I have this one set up so that, I feel like this is on the wrong side. Yeah, it goes this way. I did a belly band for this one. This belly bands, if you're not familiar, will hold your card together. So all you have to do is wrap a piece of paper around it, decorate it, and then not only is that a part of the continuation of the card, but it holds the card together, and then when you slide it off, then you see the rest of what's in it. So lots of really fun, good things that you can do with that. So those are the two that I've created to show you guys today. But let me go ahead and do, so if we were going to do a gatefold card, I think it was like this one, 2 1/4. I think it's 2 1/4. Let me just make sure. So we've got 8 1/2, and we want to split this into 3, and I think it's 2 1/4. It's either 2 1/4 or 2 1/8. I can't remember. But I'm going to show you a real quick trick here. I don't remember. Maybe I don't want to look it up. Maybe whatever. I'm going to go ahead and make what I think it's going to be 2 1/4. So I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 1/4. And here's one thing that I like to do. Let's say I knew positively this was the right one. Then I could go ahead and make a mark on the other side and bring them together. But papers are not always exactly the size and shape and perfect. And I know if you've made any type of cards, you know that this happens. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing 2 scores, I'm going to go ahead and bend under this side, the score that we made. And instead of trying to figure out where the next mark's going to be, I'm going to make sure that this turns out perfect by bringing this over and pushing it against the line I already made, and then scoring it. So not only does it meet right here, it won't matter to me whether I scored it perfectly in half or not. Now, if we look at this, I really feel like this one is a little bit longer. Do you see that? That side's a little bit longer. But is it going to make any difference? Because you could have one that flapped all the way over the top. You could have one that comes down the bottom. I'm trying to stay within the A4 size frame though, so 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, so it'll fit inside of the envelopes and stuff that I deal with, that I have. Hi guys! I should probably say hi to some of you guys. Penny is here, Linda Landis, Bonnie Lipke, Kathy Barrett, Esther, Sherry, oh Sharon Schaefer, hello. Dawn Dunn. Yay, I'm so glad you guys are here. So anyway, this would be the basic one. If you wanted to work it out, it would have been like 2 and I don't know. I'm not even going to try to guess. I couldn't remember. So basically you could do an offset one by making this even smaller. And let's say, okay, I like this okay, but maybe I want to make this side a little bit fancier. So I would bring out another die and make this one look a little bit different. I'm going to show you that. This can be what I'm going to show you with the flower one, if I can find it now. This is something that you can do with any shape, any kind of dies you have that are within like the width and height that you need. Look, just dig for all the kind of stuff that you have in your stash and just see what you can find. Like, this isn't going to be big enough to cut the whole thing, but it still would be big enough to cut that flap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that out about as far as I can without wrecking it, without going beyond, okay? And I'm looking at this line and this line. I'm just eyeballing. It doesn't have to be perfect. But I don't want to cut it over this line. So when I put it into my sandwich here, I'm actually pretty much better at this with my cuddle bug. But I'm just going to try it on this one for you. There's just so much stuff you guys can do with this. I will not be able to finish all the things I wanted to show you today. But, okay. So what I want to do is I want to cut this just to this line and not past it. Because if I cut past it, it's going to cut a big hole out of my card. I just want this part right here to cut here. So I'm going to stop here, which means my cut part has to be up. Because mine cuts up. So I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to put the edge of this where I want it to stop. So I only want to cut this bit on this side of the card. I don't want it to cut into the card. So that's how far I want it to go. This is why I don't like to use the Gemini. I have a little bit more control over the other one. So make sure that I have it down on the right side. All right, let's see if I can make this happen in here. This is not something that I do a lot of, so. All right, cool. I didn't realize it was done. If you look, I went just a little bit over that line. But that'll be okay. I'm going to cut that part off. So when I release this from this little tape here, this is the purple tape, I'm going to show you that it only cut this side. Do you see that? And so that would be my flap on this side. I'd have a straight side and a flap. Now to get rid of this, you're just really simply going to cut off that side. Just cut off these sides right up to the part where your flip-flap comes, and then leave the rest on there. And so there you've got a flap here, and you've got a flap here. Now if you wanted to, you could make another one of these cuts, and you could glue it onto the back side here. Just make sure that you have something scored here so that the whole thing will flap over. If you didn't want to see, if you needed to cover something up or whatever, or maybe you didn't like the way you could see that little cut, whatever. But what I think I would do, and what I'm going to do right now just to show you so you can see a little bit more of it, is just put a colored paper on the inside so a little bit of that color kind of hangs out. If you use the premise of what I'm doing right now, you could even go so far as to make your card and then hand cut something here. Or like any kind of stencils you guys have. Say I wanted to do a bigger one. See, I could have come in with this and make a round one now if I wanted to. I come in and I could trace with a pencil and then just cut off the little flaps. It's just completely limitless depending on what you feel you have for creativity in your head, what pops up. A lot of times I like to go on Google and stuff and just browse, or Facebook and just browse. And when something comes up, then I go, ooh, that's a cool idea. Then I add my own twist. That's what I want you to kind of get out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and get some blue paper here. Kind of wanted a light blue, but it seems to me I only really have a dark blue handy. But do you see if I put this here, how vibrant that's going to look, having that in? So let me go ahead and just cut this a little bit smaller than the base. I'm going to go 4 by 5 1/4. That way we'll have a nice little white edging around it. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put this down. That'll help hide that little boo-boo that I made. Then when I close the flap, you're going to see all that blue. Do you see that? How cool that is? And if you wanted it to stay shut, you can make a belly band that comes down with like maybe a little cloud right here that has a little face on it. That would be super cute. So yeah, while we're here making, I'm just going to go ahead and put this guy together. So this type of card could be made for any occasion at all. Let's say, I am going to show you another way where you can put them together and make bigger things. Let's say I really liked that one. Like that's how I used that idea to make this one. Now, instead of just coming down right here halfway through, I made the whole thing. I attached it to my card here, cut that off, and then attach one on the other side. That way they overlap. Now in this one, same idea, same cut file or cut die, and they don't overlap. So, I mean, it's going to blow your mind. You can make all kinds of different really cool things. So to make your belly band, if you want to do one of those, I'm going to show you that real quick. It really doesn't matter how wide you make your belly band. That's totally up to you. But what I would recommend is just getting, mine's 12 inches here. You don't need 12, but I'm just going to go ahead and put that across the front and then across the back. I'm not making it so that it's so tight that it won't slide up and down though. So you just kind of have to play around with that if you're new to making belly bands. And then this way, your part back here is your part on your belly band is in the back, so you're not going to see it. It's not going to land in the front because you made it happen that way. See, so when I put this together, my phone's making lots of noise tonight. I'm just leaving it. I should just shut it off, but all right, so do you see that? It's not creasing everything flat down because I want to be able to move this and get this off of here. So I have a little bit of dirt on there. Let me show you how to cover that up should that happen to you. Take another, let's do this one. Take another color and make another strip that's maybe a little bit smaller than that and do the whole thing over again. I'll show you what I mean. All right, so now I'm like, oh man, I got something on there. What am I gonna do? Well, you can make a big thing that sticks over the top of this and covers it up. Or I can go ahead and just put this in the middle. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this down the whole thing. I'm going to cover that up. And then when I bring it around to the back, I can just make sure that as it comes back here, look at that, was just enough. Covered that up. And now everything on the back for the belly band stays in the back, so you don't really see that. Okay, and it's still going to go over. Now you can have your card going this way. And then you can put your sentiment up here when it opens up. And then maybe put something down here. Sky's the limit, guys. Just think of whatever kind of sentiment, whatever kind of celebration you're making it for. Oh, Esther, you're so sweet. Hearts for you, my friend. She did what they call the, gosh, it's been a while. It's a one-time donation to support our community here and keep us going. That's so sweet. Thank you, Esther. So like I said, you can do this. You can put your sentiment underneath here, or maybe you're going to add something else in the middle that's going to pop up. However you want to do it. But that's another really cute way. I think what would be really fun is if I had a little like smiley guy right here. I know Tim Holtz made one. It's called Sunshine Doodles or something. I don't have that, so I'm going to have to make my own sunshine. So I need a piece of yellow paper. This one is pretty sturdy, so I'm going to grab this one. And I'm just going to make my own little sun guy. I'm going to start with how big I want my sun to be, and I think that's probably plenty right there. It's plenty big. So I can cut this out. I'm just going to go ahead. I want to put a couple of sprigs on here. So here's another way that you can just add on your own little drawings. You don't have to have a specific one. I know these are not going to match. They're not going to be perfectly symmetrical or anything like that. But when I cut this out, then I'll be able to add these on. I think that's good enough. So what's going to happen is she's going to fit right there. So we have a lot going on in our community, if you weren't aware. First of all, if you like the videos that you see here, you can check us out every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you join our group, you can join our group Crops, where everyone gets connected and gets to know each other on a much deeper level. And that is happening on Zooms Tuesdays and Thursdays and every other Saturdays when we don't have a sale weekend. It is a sale weekend, so there will not be a Zoom on Saturday. There will be a sale. The sale will happen from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we would love to have you guys. If you become a patron, that means a donating part of our community, you get to get into our special group. It's a private group, so no one can get into it unless they are a paid member. And then you get a bunch of extras and fun stuff in there. A digi every month for free. You'll have to check that out. That's on patreon.com/qualitycrafts. I like this too because then, like, if my pencil marks weren't the way I wanted them to be while I'm cutting it, I can straighten them out. Because you're not going to see the pencil part. I'm going to put that down on the bottom. But I definitely want this to be yellow. So when I'm done here, I'm going to just pull out one of my inks and I'm just going to ink this all up yellow. And anytime you make a video or attempt a card that matches something that I've done on one of my videos, please put that out on the Quality Crafts community group on Facebook. We would love to see everything you guys are making. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I'm really glad. I try to be a little bit different sometimes, right? All right, so I am going to take Sunshine Yellow from Pink Fresh Studio. I love their inks. Everyone has certain inks that they really love. This is one of mine and Penny Joe's favorite, so we love to use these. So I'm going to do this one. And I believe I have little faces. I know Cherryland Designs make faces. I know that Peachy Keen makes faces. May Made It has some faces. So I'm going to grab the one from May Made It. I'm pretty sure that's where my other one is right now. So I can do a little face, or you can draw your own face. You can definitely draw your own things, make your own little faces, but I'm going to see if I can find that one real quick here. Oh yeah, this one's got a little, this one has a little sunglasses, which I think would be so cute. See, now I could have used that one, but then I would have had to cut all those little pieces. I just created my own, which is cool because now no one has one just like mine because I made it. All right, I really like this one, so this is the one I'm going with. Let me go ahead and get Oh, I want a smaller one than that. There we go. And I'm going to use the Pink Fresh Black, which is awesome. It's called Detail Black. It's alcohol marker and watercolor friendly. Hopefully I don't mess this up, but I really want to get... Oh! Yeah, I really went way off the bonkers with that one, didn't I? I gotta use my other thing. Not to worry, I'm gonna show you how to fix this. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is, since I'm on this side, I'm gonna do the best I can to erase my pencil lines. Because paper's got two sides, don't get upset and throw it out. So all that off of there. And then we're just going to rework this. We're just going to rework it in with our yellow. You could even blend some colors. Let's say I wanted to come in with this and blend in some orange. That would be really pretty. But just for this one, I kind of want to stick with the yellow. You know, sometimes you have a vision of what you want it to look like, and you can just change it however you need to, which is nice. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little guy here. Okay. I'm going to decide how I want his face to go. Okay, and I'm going to want it to go like right here. So before I lift this up, I'm going to hold that there, and I'm going to smash this into the corner. That way, and sure, today, now it came out perfect, but while you've got this L here, you can push it against the L and stamp it again and again and again. So just with some kind of a L or cross shape, you can make your, like Misty, your stamp helper, and you can DIY it. If you're out somewhere and you're like, darn, I forgot my stamp position, I really need it, you can do it that way. When I first started mine, I used a cross from Joann's and just a piece of acetate, and that worked out really well for me. Okay. If you guys really adore this idea and you want to see more in the next week, let me know. Leave comments. Come back and leave comments, especially like if you're one that's coming back now, you're watching this replayed, that kind of thing. Feel free to leave comments. Say yes, you'd like to see more of these. Because I tell you what, it's only 20 after, and I really feel like I'm pushing to like show more. There's so much to show you guys. There's just no way I can do it all. But isn't he cute? He's totally cute. I want him to fall on this cloud, like right here. So I'm going to try to get this on, which is why I didn't mind that this one turned out shorter. I thought, well, that's perfect, because if I put him here, he's going to stand out there, and then it won't go over the card. So right here is where I'm going to put my glue, and then I'm going to glue him down. So he's like my major little gluey figure here. So cute. Now we have another panel that we can play with here. I'm thinking like flowers would be really cute with the sunshine there and the flowers growing up, whatever kind of stamps you have and stuff. I keep bending my needle, my pin. God darn it, I just bent it like all the crazy. Anyway, we're gonna start carrying those glue toppers with the pins. So if you're looking for these, if you want to get some that are really, really cute, we've got some of these that are going to be coming to Quality Crafts. So hang in there. When they start coming out, we'll let you know. They'll be in our store at qualitycrafts.com. So if you haven't been there before, check it out. Fun stuff. But ours are going to be called, and I thought I put that up there so I would know. Ours are going to be called, now I misplaced it again. Well, you'll have to find out, I guess. It's a big secret. It'll come out. That is so cute, right? Okay, let's see. What else will we want to put on there? Like I said, maybe some flowers. Maybe just some... I pulled this one out because I have all this stuff that will match it. There's a lot of cars going. I feel like the number of people being outside and going and doing is like exponentially growing this week. Like people are just everywhere. You can't social distance in a store anywhere, even with masks on. People do not respect it at all. That's crazy. I thought this would be fun to add on to here because there's pink on there, but I also wanted the that like orangey coral to show up too. So I'm gonna try to go around this. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, so toppers. Topper treasure. Glue top treasures. I think that's what we're calling them. Glue top treasures. And one of our community members is actually making them, so that makes it twice as exciting. Well, okay, I thought this was tape. Is this not taping? There it goes. They sort of did, I guess. I don't really understand it fully. Our governor wanted to keep everything shut down till like the end of May, and the government shut him down and told him that we have to open, and like, I don't know. You'll have to look it up. I'm not really good at understanding a lot of politics and stuff. But people are upset about it because they feel like they're opening too soon. I have my own feelings about it. I just don't like to talk about that kind of stuff. Everyone's got their own opinion. All right, cool. So there we go. That's even a little bit more substantial. I've got some of those colors on there, which is cool because the stuff in this kit all has like the same kind of colors. Same with this thing. This has the same kind of colors as well. And there's all kinds of stuff in here. Like these buttons kind of match too. Not so much with that one, but like if it wasn't like right on top of it. I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Lots of really cute things. Oh, and there's some other little things too. All right, let's pull out a piece of paper and do, these are double-sided too, so I can like move this around and see like, how do I want to do this? Do I want to put this color on the side? Oh yeah, see, that'll pull it together, this side. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. So we've got that border in white coming around. So let's make it about 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. One and 3/4. Okay. Yes. It's gonna work, and we're gonna put some gold things that came with this. I can't believe that this little kit in this little jar didn't. No one purchased it. I've put it out a bunch of times. So today when I was looking over it, I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna use that because it's got all this stuff to go with it. It's super cute, so I just decided it was now going to be mine. It's mine. Okay, well, that is cute. Cute. Look at that. Look how cutie pie that is. I know this one well, it'd have to be mailed in like a container or something. But these are also gold. Isn't that cute? So I can stick some of those guys on there. And then that could hold like a little sign. We should do that. Let's do that. Oh, by the way, let me tell you guys. Having issues with Facebook not letting me use... Thanks, Brenda. Having issues having Facebook let me use certain things to get my videos out, which is really irritating to me. So I'm moving it all to Zoom. So what's going to happen is, if you are a patron and you want to join the patron-only sale when we're done here, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., go into our private group and get the password and the number to get in, and then sign into your Zoom and come in. That way, the only people that are getting in are people from the patron group only. So please don't share those numbers with anybody else. And that's where we'll be when we're done here. I will be on Zoom after this. Okay, so see, now this could go on here. And then that kind of holds that on there. And you can do whatever you want with this. I'm just going to go ahead and cut a piece off. Well, look, how cute. Now I have a little piece of, it could be a towel, it could be a little notepad, whatever you want it to be hanging from that thing on there. And this is still all just that band. So you still have all this space to write and decorate, and it's just awesome. You could even add these to mini albums, pieces and parts, and all these little tags. I gotta make sure that I get my little guys over that part. There we go. There we go. Super cute. So yeah, this has all kinds of stuff in it. I think I will add a couple of these. We already used those. Even came with a little container with a little thingamabob on there. So let's do a couple of these gold hearts. Are they gold and silver? What is this one? This one's just white. Oh no, the back sides are just gray. So they're mostly gold. So maybe he wants you to have a sunshiny day. No, I don't think you have to have, I don't think you have to have a Zoom account. Can somebody else answer that? Because I've been told you don't, but I've just always had one, so I'm like confused as to whether or not you do or you don't. I think just as long as you go to zoom.com, you should be able to use the numbers to get in. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. All right, I'm going to let that one go. That one's plenty done up. Guys, we will do our best to help you guys get in. Kathy, please don't say, I guess I just can't come, because we will help you. Trust me, it's zoom.com. It's really simple to set up. Sometimes there's just a little bit of glitch depending on what you use. Like some people have a hard time getting in using tablets. I'm really good at getting you in if you're on a PC. There are other people that use iPads, like I think Esther uses an iPad. We can help you, but you got to let us know that you need help and let us know where you are, and we'll walk you through the steps and get you in, okay? I know it feels a little bit yucky when you haven't been into something first, but I can't download apps on my computer. I don't think it's an app, but yeah, on your iPad. It goes through your browser, so I don't believe it's an app. Have you gone to zoom.com and tried it out yet, Kathy? Because I swear you were in there once, were you not? I thought that we had you in there one time. Sandy? Yes. You can still use it if you don't have a camera or a mic. You come in and we just see your name on a little black screen, and then we can open up the chat. The chat will open up to the right-hand side of our picture so you can see everyone who's there, and then you can type in chat what you want. Well, you know what? I've shown quite a bit here today. So since we're switching to this new thing and it's feeling a little awkward for some of us, I'm going to stop here. Maybe we'll do some more of these next week because, trust me, I have lots more to show you guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg. And these are just some really easy ones that you could do. Oh, I know. The one thing I do want to show you before I go, and then I'm going to go early so that I can show some of you guys. We make sure that we get everybody in that wants to be in. I'm going to show you this real quick. But first, I'm going to save my paper. Because this, I think, will bring it home for everybody. If you're still sitting there going, yeah, I'm not so sure about what you did there with that Gemini and all that, and I don't know about that. We might have a few people that are like that. They're like, I'm going to need a little bit more guidance here. I'm going to show you real quick how to do that flip-flap one. I'm going to need some room here. We'll need a little room. Move these guys out the way. Okay. I need another one of these. All right, this is going to be so cool, you guys. Last thing, and then we're going to get everybody into that other one. We're going to take 2 of the card bases that we would normally make. So they're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Once you get them all set up. Yes, 5 1/2. Okay, so all you're doing is making card bases. There's one card. They're exactly the same. 5 1/2. This is the part that blew my mind when I learned a little bit more about this. Now, this is basically all you have to do if you want a double one. You have these 2 cards, right? You're just going to put them together like this. Okay? And then you're going to either, like I said, like I did with that die, you're either going to die cut something around here and die cut something on this side and have the flip flap come down. Okay? Or you can just decorate these flat the way they are, and that's another type. Oh, excellent, Kathy, and that's already listed in our group for the
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Alexa, shut down. She must have thought I was talking to her. That was weird. Okay, so anyway, and then let's say you don't have any dies and you just want to have like some kind of a shape here. You could tear this. You could do like I did with this. You can pop these down, any kind of things like this, up to this edge where you want it to fold over. You know, you can do this circle and have the circle come around like this so that you have that coming in. You have 2 circles coming in. You could do ovals so that you had like a big oval here and that would flap in. You could just take a scissor and make your own little cut. You could just cut off like this whole top part and just leave a band here at the bottom and then stick up some trees and stuff so that when you closed it right here, this would be your background, your color, and then you can make your silhouettes right here by cutting them out. I hope that I'm opening up some doors of really cool ideas by talking about how simple this is. And that's all it is just 2 cards put together, make some cutting, you know, and don't do it all in one day. Maybe cut some creatures and things out one day. One day maybe make some backgrounds that you can just put in there. It's amazing, you guys. We'll make some more of these. I think that would be really cool. We can do replays of Zoom only if everyone is agreeable to me recording it. if you're fine with me recording it, I can record the whole thing, put it in our group, and you can rewatch it. And since it's staying in that group, I don't see why anybody would be against it. But if you don't want your face to be shown, then you would just turn off your camera, and then your face wouldn't be on it anyway. I think, though, because of the way we're going to have to run it, everyone's going to have to use the chat, and that is going to make it the most fair for me. Like, I don't want to be responsible of, oh, I heard her before I heard her. I can't do it. I can't muddy the waters like that. So it will still be in chat. It'll still be, you type out what you want, and I'll go by that. On whatever I see on my end, even if you feel like you were skunked out by 10 other people, if I see it on my end, it's how I call it. Okay? Because that's the only way that I can know that I stuck with it and I was fair. All right? Well, super. Yeah, I think that's going to work. I already have the meeting set up, so as soon as I turn it on live, you guys should be able to pop in there. So if you want into these kind of sales, you want to join us on patreon.com/qualitycrafts. Give your best gift, support the community, and you'll be allowed to get into all of the extras and really cool things going on with that. I will not accept anybody in tonight. It's too close. I cut off this Free Play Friday, and then I go right into that one, so there's going to be no time for me to help people. So when we're done with today, like at 7 p.m. on till about 9, you can ask me about it then, and then I would be more than happy to walk you through it and help you out, help you get into that group, okay? The next Zoom crop where everyone can just show up and just have a good time and everyone's invited, that is going to be on Tuesday from 1 p.m. until around 4 or so. And then it's every Tuesday, Thursday from 1 till 4, and every other Saturday from 1 until 4. It's the same every day. Okay, super. If you guys have any other information that you need, I'll catch you after the lives tonight, after the patron only sale, so that I can spend more time helping you and answering questions. So I'm going to shut down here, and I'm going to join you over in that Zoom group. So if you are already a patron, the information is already in there, and I will see you shortly. And the rest of you guys, I can't wait to see you guys next video.